Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. I am Amina Nafisa Pimasorong from Mindanao State University Main Campus, Marawi City, Philippines. Today, I will be presenting my study entitled Islamic Ethical Principles and Accountability in Governance. Good public governance, as the foundation of a public administration, ensures that services are delivered with honesty, fairness, and in alignment with the best interest of society. This approach is deeply rooted in Islamic ethical standards, which emphasize justice, accountability, trustworthiness, and consultation. These principles create a framework that not only upholds integrity but also encourages public participation in decision-making processes, fostering trust and transparency in governance. Islamic ethical principles play a crucial role in enhancing governance. Justice ensures impartiality in decision making. Accountability holds public officials responsible for their actions. Trust strengthens the relationship between the government and its citizens, and consultation promotes inclusive and participatory governance. Together, these principles build institutions that are responsive to societal needs and resilient against corruption, forming the basis of effective and ethical public administration. This study examines the application of Islamic ethical principles in governance through secondary data, including academic research, policy documents, and case studies. It explores how these principles can improve accountability, encourage public trust, and foster participatory governance, while also identifying the challenges that hinder their implementation. By addressing these obstacles, the study aims to demonstrate the transformative potential of Islamic ethical standards in enhancing governance practices. The study acknowledges that governance in many countries, including Muslim majority nations, faces challenges such as corruption, weak accountability, and ineffective governance systems. While Islamic governance emphasizes justice, accountability, trustworthiness, and consultation, their application is often limited due to sociopolitical barriers and misconceptions. Addressing these issues requires a systematic integration of Islamic ethical values into governance practices, with the focus on resolving existing challenges and promoting public engagement. The primary goal of this study is to investigate the impact of Islamic ethical principles on accountability, fairness, and trust in governance. By analyzing secondary data, the research seeks to identify the effects of these principles on governance practices and uncover barriers to their application. The study also aims to provide actionable recommendations for integrating Islamic ethics into governance systems to promote justice, transparency, and civic involvement while preventing corruption. Now that we've established the significance of Islamic ethical principles in governance and their potential impact, the next step is to explore how this study examines these concepts. This study investigates the role of Islamic ethical principles in governance through a descriptive research design and secondary data analysis. Using government reports, scholarly journals, and international databases like the World Bank and Transparency International, it focuses on publication from the last 20 years. Analytical methods include descriptive statistics for numerical data, comparative analysis to assess governance patterns across nations, and content analysis to identify key themes. While limitations such as data availability, potential biases, and limited application to non-Muslim majority contexts are acknowledged, this study demonstrates that secondary data analysis is a comprehensive and cost-effective approach to understanding the impact of Islamic ethics on accountability and transparency in governance. Having outlined the research methods and data resources, let us now move to the key findings of the study. An analysis of Table 1 indicates that fundamental Islamic moral concepts such as Adl, Amana, and Shura significantly enhance governmental accountability. The ideals contribute to reduce corruption and increase trust in government. A 2008 publication by Al-Khattab asserts that amana or trust necessitates honesty from leaders, thereby fostering an open society. Adl, emphasizing fairness, results in more equitable policy decision. On the contrary, Shura, which encourages consultation, improves governmental transparency and expanding public participation. The findings indicate that the application of these principles within the government can effectively reduce corruption and enhance transparency, as demonstrated in Siddiqui 2017 in his research on governance in Islamic context. Table 2 illustrates a notable enhancement in governance indicators, including public trust, corruption levels, and political engagement, subsequent to the adoption of Islamic ethical standards. An analysis of of the pre and post implementation periods reveals an enhancement in both openness and justice. El Gamal in 2006 arrived at comparable conclusion, asserting that the integration of Islamic principles into governance frameworks enhances public perceptions and participation. The reduction in corruption and the increase in civic participation align with previous studies that emphasize the role of Adl and Shura in mitigating unethical practices in governance, which is studied by Said in 2004. Table 3 reveals several barriers to the successful implementation of Islamic ethical principles such as political resistance, varying interpretations of Islamic law, and socio-political influences. These findings are consistent with Hassan and Zhang in 2015, who identified challenges in the implementation of Sharia-based governance systems, particularly in more centralized political environments. Furthermore, in the study of Denny in 2007, the variation and interpretations of Islamic ethics as observed in Indonesia and Saudi Arabia complicates the uniform application of ethical principles across governance systems. The analysis of Table 4 indicates that Islamic ethical principles positively influenced by key governance metrics such as accountability, transparency, and justice. These results corroborate findings by Rahman in 2009, who highlighted that Islamic ethical values directly enhance governance by promoting fairness and moral responsibility. TB in 2008 also supports the idea that incorporating these principles reduces corruption, a common challenge in governance worldwide. Lastly, the findings from the Table 5 show that implementation of Islamic ethical principles can foster a more inclusive and transparent governance systems. However, challenges remain in their execution, particularly in non-Muslim majority countries or in systems with entrenched corruption. These results are consistent with Hassan in 2012, who argued that Islamic principles, while beneficial in promoting accountability, face significant hurdles in multicultural or secular government systems. The study findings reveal a positive impact of Islamic ethical principles such as Amana, Adl, and Shura on governance accountability, particularly in Muslim-majority nations. This aligns with existing literature, including works by Said in 2004, El Gamal in 2006, and Siddiqui in 2017, which highlights the role of Islamic ethics in fostering public trust, transparency, and reducing corruption. However, challenges such as political resistance and differing interpretation of Islamic law complicate the universal application of these principles. Consistent with Hassan and Zhang in 2015, the study emphasizes the complexities posed by varying political and socio-cultural dynamics in countries like Indonesia, Pakistan, and Saudi Arabia. These findings underscore the importance of contextualizing Islamic ethical principles to address governance challenges effectively. So after examining the findings and discussing their implications, it is clear that Islamic ethical principles have a significant role in enhancing governance. Now let me summarize the key takeaways and the broader conclusions drawn from this study. This study underscores the potential of Islamic ethical principles, Amana, Adl, and Shura, to improve governance accountability in Muslim-majority nations by reducing corruption, increasing transparency, and encouraging public participation. However, challenges such as political opposition, socio-political dynamics, and varying interpretations of Islamic beliefs hinder their full implementation, particularly in centralized or authoritarian systems. While the study highlights the advantages of integrating Islamic ethics into governance, it acknowledges limitations such as reliance on secondary data and a focus on select nations. To deepen understanding, future research should incorporate primary data across diverse political systems. Despite these challenges, Islamic ethics efforts offers a relevant framework for fostering transparent, just, and inclusive governance, with policymakers urged to address socio-political barriers for effective application. Based on the findings of the study, the following recommendations are proposed. First, governments should invest in training programs on justice, trust, and consultation through workshops, university curricula, and public service training. Clear frameworks integrating Islamic ethics into modern governance should also be developed, aligning with contemporary needs while preserving core values. Second, promoting regular shura through face-to-face interactions, public media, and online platforms can enhance transparency and trust. Uniform implementation of anti-corruption policies based on Amana, backed by strong accountability mechanisms, is crucial. Efforts should also address political resistance and cultural reservations by fostering unity and cross-cultural dialogue. And lastly, to ensure the effectiveness of these initiatives, an independent body should monitor and evaluate their impact on corruption, transparency, and public trust. Collaboration among Muslim-majority countries to share best practices is essential. Religious and political leaders should exemplify ethical governance, inspiring citizens and strengthening support for accountability, transparency, and participation. So that would be all. Thank you for your attention. I hope this presentation has provided valuable insights into how Islamic ethical principles can enhance governance practices. Assalamu alaikum.